Okay, so the first thing you want to do is open up Google Sheets, and then we're going to type the data in from our instruction sheet. Okay, so I'm going to do the bar graph, which is kind of pet. So the first thing in this A1 cell, I'm going to type the title. So the title was number of students with each type of pet. Okay, now you want to type it in exactly how you want it to appear on your chart, because capitalization, misspelling, and everything, whatever you type is what's going to show up. Okay, so look back and see. Did I capitalize? Awesome. So look back and make sure you capitalize everything that you wanted to capitalize and whatnot. Okay. In this next cell, A2, I'm going to type the title for the axes, for that axis. So if you look, it's going to be type of pet. Okay, and then I want to type underneath that the data. So what are the types of pets? There's a dog, cat, fish, rodents, and others. Yeah? Then I want to go to the next. This is in the B2 column, and I'm going to type the title for that axis, which would be what? Number of students. And then I'm going to type those in. So 6, 7, 8, 5, 3. Okay? So does everyone have their chart, all their data typed in? Okay. Keep going. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is go ahead. I put my cursor in A1 because sometimes if you're clicked into another cell somewhere far away, it doesn't actually show up. It'll say no data. So if you'll just make sure that you're clicked into the data, then go up here and click Insert, and then go to Chart. Okay, now it should say graph, I know, but it says chart. So just insert chart. When you do that, your graph should appear. Yeah? Okay, now it should have type of pet, number of students, and then a title. Okay, it may or may not. Some of them, depending on where you click, might not come out exactly the way you want. If you get this chart editor, go to customize. You can change all of this. Now let's say I didn't want it to be, a bar graph. I could change it to a circle graph or a line graph, because sometimes the computer will choose what type of graph and it's not the one that you want. Okay, I can make it 3D, right? I can change my font. I can change my title. All of this stuff is over here in customize. Okay. Now, see how it says column chart? That's bar graph. What if I wanted this data to be a circle graph? Then I would just click circle graph. Or if I wanted it to be line graph, which would not make a whole lot of sense, but I could do it that way. But that's where you change all those things. Yeah? Now, the second thing I would remind you, before you print these graphs for your portfolio, I would copy it and put it on a Google Doc, because sometimes when we print from Google Sheets, it prints like half the graph on one page and half the graph on the other page, and that's kind of frustrating. So what I did is I just said, clicked on my graph and hit Control C, and then I opened up a Google Doc. And then hit Control V. And then I could print it out. I can be sure it's going to print on one page. Okay. Okay, and you do all three of those graphs the same way. Okay, you just do one of them a line graph, one of them a circle graph, and one of them a bar graph.